don't wear the clothing. Wear the clothing, I'm supreme. A leader that's just following his dreams. I just bought a boat, and now I'm trying to stream. And I just bought some dope, trying to find a fiend. My shoulders where they lean, plotting scheme, nigga.
They bring it hard that I fall, that it never worked. Anything you see me with, I had to earn it first. Yeah, I had to grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks. They bring it hard that I fall, that it never worked. Anything you see me with, I had to earn it first. Yeah, I had to grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks.
Come and see how I do this so effortlessly. Step on suckers, then I go and go step on the key. It's 23, all I do is press start on the key. Shoot from the locker room, my nigga, I'm Curry from 3. All nets with smoker cars and small vets. When I was working the block, we gave our small tests. Pieces free just to get the clientele built. Now me and Anti-Coon got the whole
because, you know, for me, sharing what I know is not about I know more than you.
Are we on this month?
It's all good. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Make sure y'all tap the freak in. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Give yourself a round of applause. It's Friday in this motherfucker.
We made it to Friday.
We made it.
We ain't got no job.
Yeah.
We ain't got no money.
Yeah, that's how niggas rap now, too. Oh, like, I heard that.
Oh,
like,
no.
Nigga, you
No,
dig?
don't go there.
Type time. Hey, guess what? Camera bitches. You lost. You lost. You lost. You lost.
Yeah.
You lost.
It is at the moment.
You lost. But look, hey, look.
I'm sad, but hey, that motherfucker.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Look, dance party with Beyonce. I'm here today. That nigga said he was like, and Beyonce, Kamala's at a dance party with Beyonce, dance with Beyonce. Hey, look, let me tell y'all something. The right guy won. And Kamala's a guy too. The right guy. What? Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking chat. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the Red Pill Crib, man. Anti-Coon, a.k.a. me. You feel me? I got guests with me today. I got brothers with me. I got prophets. You know what I'm saying? I got people. My good. I got to start with my little bro, because y'all already know who he is.
Hey man, how you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? My bad, I got a little accent. I ain't trying to be on no comedy
How
shit.
you doing, my boy?
You know, hello, Mike. How you doing today? You know, it's Marcus Dwayne Sneed, aka Jimmy Cartier, the Misadventures of Sneed, and I'm great to be here with my bro. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Hey, like,
Come on, man. You know me.
But always, man.
I'm standing up.
You know what I'm saying? Always blessed to be here on the Red Pill Crib. You know, one of my big three, man. Shout out to the creative, always.
Type time. Thank you, brother.
Sure.
And to my right, I
right.
just met him. Hold on, let me give you a proper introduction.
Yeah.
Some say that you don't meet people in life for not a reason. It is a reason. And then I've also heard that the gateway to somebody is through somebody else. I love this little nigga. This young brother right here. And I know that. And he always brought positive energy around me. Always. There was never nothing around my nigga that I've ever seen as shady. So it would hurt my heart to see anything like that.
I ain't gonna plan on doing no shit. Hey, big energy.
You dig?
Love,
you know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
And when vessels come through him, I don't even question them. They pull up, they come through, they get the same love he get. And that's how the reference game, that's how things should go in life. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So I got a brother to the right of me, and he already prolific, just due to the minor conversation I already had with him in the other room. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to give it up for my brother. State your name, sir.
Oh, yes. It's Murad.
Murad.
That's right, brother Murad.
You know what I'm saying?
Murad.
Make sure.
Yo, and I'm much blessed to be here with my man here at Red Pill.
Thank you, bro.
That's right. Much blessed. Man.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
You know who put me on?
Absolutely.
Working in the Misadventures.
MOS.
Hey,
the
man.
Misadventures.
Yeah.
Hey man, just know
They gonna call it Mr. Adventures. Fuck you, bitches.
Mr. Adventures. Hey,
Funky bitch.
hey.
Nah, that's all right. I had to break the ice early. I want that nigga to know where I'm at with it.
I love, funky bitches. Hey man, shout out to all you hoes.
Hey,
That
look.
I love them, bro.
My nigga got agua in his cup. Don't mess with him.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about all that. So anyway, let's give a little rundown of the week. So we changed presidencies. What presidencies? We changed the president this week, and what I will say is I don't think that, I mean, of course it ain't kicked in yet, but I think, are you surprised? Are people surprised about this?
I look, he thought Kamala was gonna win that shit.
You thought she was gonna win?
She had
You think she was gonna win?
She had,
Big surprise.
bro. Women are crazy in the country, bro.
Big surprise.
Look at it, nigga.
Yes. Big. Big surprised.
You big. Okay, so tell me why.
Big surprise.
Tell me why. Come on, let's talk.
So, we're talking about a guy now.
Come on, talk about it.
There's a moment years ago when this guy was asked, you think you ever get into politics? And his response was, well, not really, but if I did, I'd have to run as a Republican because you could tell them anything. Start from there and move forward.
Okay.
And that's why I'm really surprised. You know, I understood the 2016 deal. People wanted something different. We don't want a politician because he wasn't a politician.
Right.
So we got that. And the one thing he didn't think about, because all the people who were close to him said that he did it as a publicity stunt, which really, I believe, because that's how he got his name where we could see it in lights in the first place. Okay. Publicity stunts. And so there's so much in between the moment that he was elected till now that, yeah, I'm shocked. In fact, I would imagine most of the world is shocked.
You think so?
The dude ran for office to stay out of jail.
Bro, you as a felon, I'm a felon. I'm an ex-felon.
He ran for office to stay out of jail.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this real quick.
Okay.
Just random question.
All right.
Do you know a felon?
Yes.
You do know a felon?
Yes.
And how do you, like, okay, do you know anybody that's a felon that you respect?
Yes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a lot of felons we respect.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think being a felon what's the charges? 2, because we're not talking about PDF We ain't talking about no crazy shit now. What are we talking about?
He had 34 felony counts. Hold on.
I know, but what? Of what?
Racket. Let me look it up. I got you. Give me
So
1 second.
What these 34 counts were about a business deal. So the business deal. So this is how it went. He's running for president, and it's weeks before the election.
Right.
And there's a woman who wants to come out and tell the world that this guy that you're about to try to pick for office was doing some things with me, and he was married. And it just so happens she did pornography. And so, okay, that's going to make some noise. So he made a deal with the National Enquirer to keep all of his, his shady dealings under wrap.
Okay.
That was his deal. Now, the guy who owned the National Enquirer testified to all of this. So it's not like my speculation of me just saying this. No, this is
this is real.
This is all real. You can look this up. This is documented.
So hold on. So you talking about Trump paid for some pussy, right?
So no, he paid to keep it quiet. That's what he did. So in doing so, he broke federal election laws. And he tried to hide it and by having somebody else pay for it, but then pay them back.
Okay.
And then he wanted to put it in the business records as a business transaction, and not what it really is, because he was hiding it from the potential voter.
Right. Okay. So basically,
that's where the 34 counts is from.
He committed a crime under somebody else's name.
Nah, he committed the crime, but he had somebody else to pay off the woman so it didn't come back to him.
That's what.
Right.
So he committed a crime under somebody else's name.
Yeah, you can put it that way.
All right, cool. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
and that dude went to jail for this.
The dude did?
He went to jail.
What? What about Diddy?
Oh my gosh.
What happened to Diddy? Hold on.
So
hold on.
Diddy,
Didn't Shine do 10 years for Diddy?
You talking about the rapper that was working with him? Yes, absolutely.
Same thing.
Well, no, not the exact same thing. Because my man is dealing with Diddy. Oh my gosh.
No.
That's something I hate to touch.
I'm saying
because
that
I don't have the facts on that.
I know that what I'm telling you is, if let's say we got a conglomerate, it's us, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting that paper.
Right.
Y'all my brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm making millions. Y'all making hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million, 2, 3, whatever.
Right.
Right.
But everybody getting some.
So y'all got to take the fall.
I pulled the
For real? No, I'm saying.
Give me some. I'm
No.
Never.
You know what? No. You gotta shake my right hand.
Wait a minute.
I can't do. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you know what?
So
let me tell y'all something. He didn't disrespect me because I never looked at people to shake my left hand.
This shit is crazy.
But look. But
He's
go ahead.
guilty.
Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm gonna say after you, I pulled the list up of the 34 felony counts.
Oh, yeah.
And all this shit
can read it
is
off.
guilty, bro.
Yes.
I'm gonna go through it. Count 1, guilty, invoice from Michael Cohen. Count 2,
What
guilty.
is it? What's the charge?
Wait. He'll read the charge.
What was it? 34 felony counts in Trump's hush money trial.
Yep.
So it was about the hush money
That's
trial.
right.
Guilty entry of he guilty of all this shit.
Hush money.
It's guilty.
He said hush money.
Y'all look at that shit.
Entry in the detailed general labor for Donald J. Trump. Revocable trust bearing voucher number, whatever. Check and checks the Donald Trump revocable trust account bearing check number. Invoice from Michael Cohen.
Yeah, that's the nigga.
Marked as a record. Hold on. Entry into detailed general. This nigga ain't so no dough. That nigga ain't slapped no baby. Look, he ain't got no violent crimes.
None of that.
This nigga is. Look, let me tell y'all something about Trump. Trump is one of the most stand-up presidents we ever had. You know why? Let me say this. Let me say why.
Listen.
Let me say why. Because he stand on what he say. They call him a racist, right? He said, I'm a racist, right?
Yeah.
This nigga will throw out a black joke. He will troll the trolls. Okay. He will throw out. You think I'm racist? You think I don't like Hispanic, Latina people? Like he'll do it.
He better throw them out like a joke.
He ain't about to throw nobody out.
Out there in this motherfucking country.
You talking about a person who literally displays the behavior of a child.
He a kid. He a big ass kid. Fuck it. What up, Jonah? Who that?
Yeah. This is the man you're talking about. And
Okay.
the craziest part about this guy is that he wasn't a politician.
Mm-hmm.
He decides he wanted to run for office, but he did it as a publicity stunt. And if you've watched what he does, you don't have politicians who go on camera or on the internet or social media selling watches.
He was selling watches.
Selling a piece of the suit, clipping pieces off, and selling it to people.
Okay.
Wait a minute. He was selling
Shoes at one point.
no, he took
No, he talking about.
he had somebody make a
some
shoe.
bullshit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He had somebody make a shoe up.
Yeah.
And painted gold. They spray painted this joint gold, and he went out and stood in front of a crowd. So when they went to investigate to check this out, so where are you going to produce this at? The address goes to a place in Montana. So it's in a strip mall. So they followed it. Investigators followed this, and they figured it out. There's nothing there. It's just a building. If you try to buy something from him and you look at the fine line, so
who
what
made
to
the shoes?
expect, they never were made. So this is the kicker.
Ironically, shoes.
The shoes, the watch. Oh gosh, the $100,000 watch.
What happened?
So all these things were ways to get people to give him money, but it's not who you think it is. It's not the normal donors. It's not the people who was going to vote. It wasn't none of those people he was trying to get the money from.
Okay.
So if you look at the fine lines, it says that it may not be shipped to you for 6 months. May not be. But you're not guaranteed to even get it. So there's no guarantee you're going to get it. But he's selling it to you because the reason is he needed to get money. So he couldn't go and have people from other countries.
Trump needed money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't even pay. He couldn't even pay the workers to build his building. He had to go bankrupt. He couldn't even pay them.
All right, hold on.
Wait a minute.
I'll never forget that shit.
This is what y'all not understanding.
He broke.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's not that he can't pay him. It's that I'm not finna break bread. I'm not finna spend my money on it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely had that.
That is business rhetoric 101. Okay. You got to think about it. If y'all hire me, because I don't want to say I'm hiring y'all, because then I feel like a fucking weirdo. But I want y'all hire me, right?
So right.
And then y'all say, okay, look, I need you to do this in this amount of time and get off my clock.
Right.
Because I need to save money.
Right.
But I'm paying you $50 an hour.
Right.
So I need you to hurry the fuck up. And I'm making $3,000. And I need you to do this in 3 hours.
You need to get him off the clock.
I need you to do this. I need y'all niggas to get off in 3 hours. I made $3,000
right
off of. So I made $2,400 because I'm giving you 150, 150, 150. You 150, 150, 150. I fucked that money up real bad. But I made 2,200 or 2,100, whatever it was.
But I may keep as much as you can keep.
But the point is I got all this money off your labor. You know what I'm saying? That's just how business people work.
Okay, but this is the deal about this.
That's called slavery.
No, I paid you.
I want you to
Slavery
follow.
means unpaid labor.
I want you to follow. I mean, investigate the guy. So this is the deal.
What's that?
You born rich. And he never really had to work. So his pops dies, and there's something like 430 million or something like that that's supposed to be left to him and the rest of the family.
Right.
Well, this guy, this guy you saying is a good president. This guy cheated his family out of the money. He found a way to get an attorney to do the shady dealings, and he kept all the money because the family is still fighting him over this. The dude lost his money. Answer me this question. How do you have a casino and you don't make money? Well, wait a minute. How do you have a casino and you lose money?
Everybody
We
hit it.
had 3 casinos in the same area in
What? Well, that wouldn't hurt it.
Yeah, it would.
No, it
You
wouldn't.
had 3 casinos competing against each other in Atlantic City.
But not originally. So
Not originally.
he
but that's
bankrupt 3 of them. But okay, then you have 3 of them. How do you bankrupt it? So you can drive down any corner, or the average corner rather, not any, the average corner, and you will see several fast food restaurants on the same corner.
Word.
They all making money.
Right.
They're different, but they all making money. They're not going out of business. Casinos. You know how casinos work.
Yeah.
People walk in with their money, and they walk out with their hand.
Without their money.
Exactly. So how do you bankrupt that? So then what really got me, and is all these different moments, because this guy is, to me, he is a joke. I mean, it's a serious situation, but he is a joke. So you ever meet a guy whose family has it, you know? They got the nice clothes. They got the nice whips.
Absolutely.
You know, and they don't have to do anything for it, but they got it.
Right.
So they got to impress the other people, of course, with this, because that's just what they know.
Right.
They don't understand the struggles, the same struggles. That's this guy. He doesn't understand any of that because he never had to deal with any of that. But he
was
gets
never
in
in a
front of a group of labor union. And this is one of the things he says to them. That overtime, I really hated that overtime. I used to tell them, just go get 10 new guys, and that way I wouldn't have to pay overtime. But you say this to a labor union. So you just told them that you're unwilling to pay for the overtime, but you rather push them to the side and have 10 other guys come in there so you don't have to pay them.
Crazy.
That's what he said to a labor union. Now, I want you to just let this sink in.
I get that. I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh.
I get that.
I ain't even mess with they're eating the cats and dogs.
Yeah. No. Hold on. They had a video of motherfuckers eating cats and dogs, though.
But it was all a fabrication.
It was?
Yeah.
Yes, because then the dude who was running as vice president says on CNN or MSNBC, he said,
it was fake.
If we have to make up stories to make the people understand what the American people are going through, and it's like, but if it's a made up story, they're not really going through that.
Man.
So I'm gonna give you an example with my children. I said to them, I'd rather you tell me the truth. Don't lie to me, because that's not a good thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I also told them, if your life depends on it, you tell that lie. You don't know. You
See
live,
how fast I caught that?
you live,
nigga.
You live to see another day. But you tell that lie. But you don't tell a lie. You don't tell a lie so that you put the blame on somebody else over yourself.
That's a
you
fact.
don't do that.
Right.
That's wrong.
Right.
So, but you know what I mean? And so this guy, and I'm thinking, what is going on in his mind? But you're telling lies to the American people. I told my children, if you tell me a lie and there's a problem, and I need to help you solve it. If you told me a lie, I'm trying to solve a fantasy.
Okay,
because it's not the truth. So what I'm working on doesn't exist.
Okay. So let's say this. Let's say Donald Trump's lying. Let's say this.
Assessment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He's lying.
I'm sorry, I should.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. Everything. He says the sky's red. That is an obvious, blatant lie, right?
Yeah. Well,
Now, everything else that's tied into what he's saying is, let's just say that something that in life occurs that it turns out that that's not what he said, right?
Right.
At the end of the day, how is that something that, like, I'm talking about nothing that he can control. I'm just talking about in general. Right. Something that he might be trying to do, something that maybe like he's saying, damn, I can't even get rid of like 100%.
Take your time.
No,
Tell a
because
small lie to expose you to a bigger truth.
what that, but I'm saying like,
But
what
even the
he's
dogs and the
saying is
cats?
what he's saying is 100. Like he's saying what it is.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's saying a lot of things that his policies and all this is what it is or the goal.
Okay, wait a minute. Go ahead, Sneak.
Go ahead.
Thing.
Here's my thing. This is one thing I can like. I really couldn't fuck with Trump after he said some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you believe in a black job?
A black job.
You know, he said that shit. You know
Come on,
what I'm
say
saying?
that.
He was like, black job. I'm saying, so what is a black job to you? Because like shit, what is a black job? And then somebody came, oh, you mean like being the president? Mm-hmm. Like Obama? I'm like, but damn, like in your mind, what the fuck is a black job? Cause like you said, you came from riches, bro. So what is a black job? Am I a janitor? Am I cleaning up shit? Am I picking up trash?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, bro, like what do you see me? Or am I a rapper? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just your mindset, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like I just couldn't really fuck with that. I'm like, bro, so you really a racist, bro. So what's a white job?
See, you know what I really think
know,
about
like,
Trump is I think he
like-
trolls what people say about him. I don't think that he really believe. I don't think, bro.
Maybe it's all entertainment.
All right, watch this. There's racism.
There you go.
There's a racist white person out here, and you know that. Like that motherfucker don't fuck with niggas at all.
I can't even do this. I gotta get on.
That's what I'm like. Yes,
Yeah,
man.
come on, man.
Hey, we got Buddy Light on this motherfucker.
Look,
We got Buddy Light on
here
this
it is.
motherfucker.
But what I will say is you got to understand that people that are racist are they not playing with it, none of that. Trump is not. I think he really fuck with people minds. Like when somebody says this about you and it's not true, and then you just embrace it because you hear so much, you like fuck it. You know what? You right.
No, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that because if it's not right,
a lot of people do.
Well, if it's not right, no, it's not right. And I don't care how many times you say it.
Because you
can't
fucking people.
fix it by fighting it.
No.
What you do is you embrace it.
No, that's submitting.
Come on.
I ain't submitting. He's trolling. He's not really racist, bro. Like Donald Trump is not racist.
So
bro. That's just crazy.
He's just trolling to be racist, to be popular.
Bro, he's trolling because it's so ridiculous that he's like, y'all for real.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
The thing is, it doesn't matter if Donald Trump is racist. What matters is the people who he's conveying these racist messages to and their interaction with what he's saying.
They gonna feed off that shit.
The thing is, Donald Trump is one person. Yeah, he kind of dictates policy to a certain extent.
Right.
But the thing is that the people at large that are racist, when they hear certain shit come out of his mouth, it reaffirms their racist beliefs.
And
that's the
emboldens
problem
them.
you have.
Yes.
It emboldens them.
Let me back it up.
Yes.
I got you on that. Go ahead.
Emboldens them. Exactly.
Hey, it's a joke, but like a lot of people been getting messages like, you know what I'm saying? Here's a joke. It said, greetings. With the outcome of this election, you have been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready at 12 a.m. January 20, Inauguration Day, sharp with your belongings. Our executive slaves will come to get you on a bus. Be prepared to be searched down once you have entered the plantation. You have been assigned to plantation group B67. Hey man, fuck you in that cotton field, bro.
Yeah, tight.
Hey, now read that shit.
Okay.
I'm
No, for real.
Bro. Like dead ass.
For real.
We believe it. You just read it. We heard it.
Yeah, for real. Okay, but
Emboldens.
this is my thing. All right. Wow. Donald Trump's racist. Let's go with that narrative. He's racist. Let's just say it. He's racist. All right. I believe Donald Trump is racist. Let's just say that. Okay. I'm still voting for the nigga.
Why?
Because that's how he feel, and that's what he stand on. And that's what it is. Kamala Harris says, I'm a black woman, and this is why you should vote for me. Outside of that is probably the strongest thing that she got to defend her for people that to vote for her.
Hillary ran. She didn't get that shit in. I ain't gonna lie.
This bitch pulled out hot sauce.
Oh God. And she was in a barbershop too. I seen
Kamala Harris
She was
had
on the
was it her inauguration speech with fucking Meg Thee Stallion twerking on stage?
And you had
one
Beyonce.
thing I will agree with is this was the wrong Democrat representative.
I can almost agree with that.
The fuck?
And let me tell you why. It was not because she wasn't qualified. I just thought in my mind that America is not ready to elect a woman, let alone a black woman, as the leader of the free world. That's why
Well, if
I
they
thought
gonna
it might
let the
have been
woman be
a
black
hard.
at least, go all the way.
I mean,
Fuck it.
that's-
If you gonna do women, do a black woman.
But do it when it's feasible for you to win, though. And I think the way they introduced her by having Joe step down, that just made it a more of an uphill battle for her. Because her previous runs at the presidency weren't successful at all.
Right. But she.
So,
And it was just the one.
Go ahead.
It was just the one time.
Yeah.
You also got to figure in this, what really factors into this. So, I would say that I would vote for the person who is going to look out for everyone, for whatever that job is, and whatever responsibility they have. So that's what means the most for me. Like, look, kindness, decency, respect. This is why I do
KDR,
this.
baby.
Let's go.
That's why we
KDR.
do that KDR because it's about people. It's not about my color.
Type time.
It is not about my gender. It's not about my age.
Exactly.
It's about we're people. So the one thing that I saw that I thought really killed Kamala Harris, progressives. Now I'll put it this way: the parting of ways when Joe Biden was still running for office, and because of his age, they were going to have to make that change anyway. That was going to have to happen because he was getting older and it was becoming noticeable. But, you know, my grandfather, he was 102 years old. And up until, you know, the last year or so, he was very active.
yeah, there's faculties.
At 100.
Exactly. Had his faculties. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Explain.
So
My
he had his
grandmother,
faculties. What do you mean?
it's still
his
able to think.
his cognition, he
Yeah.
could
Okay,
he could
okay.
still think, form sentences, make conscious thoughts, and
Make decisions,
convey
choices,
his.
all that.
All right. So yeah, when an older person says. When you say an older person, you said they have their faculties. They still coherent and
Yeah,
Exactly.
they're
All right, cool.
So-
no, I love that. That's some shit I'll rap about.
Right,
For
right,
real.
right. So then the progressives they're picking at it because he wasn't the one they wanted. But
They wanted Bernie.
right, and I get it. I understand.
I want everybody. The whole
Bernie.
nation wanted Bernie.
Right, but okay.
You think he would have made it closer?
You deal with the.
I think Bernie would have won.
I think he probably would have won. But the thing is
What?
that the
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. No. Hold on. Let him
you
finish.
play with the cards you're dealt, right?
All right.
That's the way you have to work from. You play with the cards you're dealt. And if you can't change that, that's what you have to play with. So instead of bringing unity, so everybody was so quick to make changes, yet we hadn't really gotten, as Democrats, we hadn't really gotten, or even the people, because the majority of the people, and if you look at all the statistics, and these are real numbers, no Republican has ever won the popular vote, which says
Till this year.
Till this fucking
right. But
You see that fucking map?
Right.
All red. We a blood country.
But see, that's the thing. That doesn't even come down to the map. The popular vote doesn't come down to the map.
Right.
We all know that most of those outlying states or whatever have smaller populations that are Republican or conservative,
Right.
states.
Even within Missouri.
So we never have to win the majority of the map to get the popular vote because most of the Democratic or the liberal states have the largest population. We talking about the New Yorks, the Atlantas, the
She had the
Texas,
East Coast
and
on lock. When you look at the map, she had that
Philadelphia,
motherfucking East Coast on
they
lock.
have
Yeah.
they have the largest populations in the nation or whatever. So you can still win as a Democrat. The map is always going to seem totally red every election. I mean, it's always going to seem that way.
But I get what you're saying.
Even when Biden won, the map was majority red because all the northern east northern states or whatever, northeastern states or whatever, the like he said, the New Yorks, the New Hampshire, whatever, they have large populations and they control a lot of the electoral votes. So you can still win.
It's about the electoral votes.
Go ahead.
So the progressives started tearing at Biden. Okay. So they started to pick at him or what his faults were, or because he wasn't doing what they wanted him to do. Right. And where they wanted the party to go. But you're in a situation where, because of the Electoral College and how that works, you can win the popular vote in that state, and the Electoral College is supposed to vote along with. They're supposed to represent them, but that's not always how that works. Right. And so there's going to be some dispute about this, and it's not out right now, and that only makes sense. But the progressive wing of the Democratic Party was too hell-bent on, we want change now. But there wasn't time for the change. Because you have to get into it. Like when Barack Obama came into office, you know what African Americans said about him? What? He ain't doing enough for black people. like he can't go in there and I'm gonna just do for black people.
After that, I'm gonna make
it's unconstitutional.
No,
go ahead. No, say this. You cannot form any law that's strictly for black people. That's unconstitutional.
Exactly.
That's just even like the Asian hate crime bill, which wasn't an Asian hate crime bill. It was a hate crime bill, but it was for everyone.
Right.
You cannot make a law in Congress that specifically is beneficial
dedicates
to
a race.
That's right.
And what the fuck is y'all talking? Look, you entitled sons of bitches out here. Let me explain something to you. Nigga, you are in the land of the motherfucking free. You hear me? You get to wake up on your fucking iPhone 16 and a half. You get to wake up on your Android and you get to get on the internet and display how you fucking feel because that's you got freedom of what is that? Law 1, what's the shit called?
What? Freedom of speech?
Yeah, freedom of speech. What is that shit called?
First Amendment.
First goddamn amendment. I said law 1.
That's because
law
1.
You got all these goddamn freedoms, and you still,
oh my gosh,
bitching about nothing. Nobody else in the world got what you got, and you still crying. Fuck all that.
But you know what it is?
What's that?
You know what it is? Is because, yes, us black folks here in America, we can achieve or acquire wealth that as black people that no other country in the world can.
Right.
You know,
I see. So
by being black people in America, we will acquire more wealth than any other country as the populace, as the total amount of people.
Right.
The problem is that we can't acquire enough wealth to where our vote, our
that shit the power type shit.
We can't acquire enough power to be a legitimate force
to be reckoned.
Why not?
In our economic or legislative process.
We had it.
We started doing that, like he said, Greenwood,
Black Wall Street,
Tulsa, Oklahoma, and all that. We were starting to outpace white cities back in the day.
So
we decided to burn that down.
So we're not going to do it again.
The thing is, as long as the powers that be keep all the wealth or keep the majority of the wealth, they ultimately dictate how this country goes.
Right.
And see, we as black people, they are hindering us from gathering enough wealth to where we can have a say-so. Well, we can go back in history and talk about as far as being denied loans, as far as being denied certain real estate opportunities. Even we can go to today. We can go to today. Do you know that they have to pass laws in order for us to even get government contracts? Back 20, 30 years ago, we were not even considered when it came to government contracts.
Right.
They had to have affirmative actions and all that to where black folks could even get, when the government doles out millions and millions of dollars in contracts, we were not able to get any of them. When black folks would go to the bank to get loans or whatever for housing, for startup business, we were denied. That's why they had to create certain laws. They had to create certain laws to where we could.
Who do you know that needs a government contract?
But your boy Trump
The nigga that's trying
went
to
to
start
court
a IT
over that.
company.
Who?
That's trying to start a construction
Yes.
company.
Hold on. Watch this. Because this is the only nigga that I know that might qualify. Or I'll call Ben. I'm gonna call Ben. No, right on. Go ahead.
No, not saying that they can't get it. What I'm,
Hey, Twan, what up, my nigga?
What up, bro?
Hey, man, I'm on live right now. I'm doing a show, and I have a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Your government contract. Do you get government contracts?
Like, I ain't got no government contracts yet. I got some city ones.
You got city contracts?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I ain't had a government one.
Right.
okay, so let me ask you this: how difficult is it as a black man to get a city contract?
Well, I mean, it just depends on who you know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In any game, as long as you put yourself around people that's doing what you're doing, it's gonna come to you. You know what I mean? Kind of like from the dope boy standpoint. You know, if you got this, then you're gonna deal with these kind of people. So if you put yourself in the construction
White
field,
friends.
if you put yourself in the landscaping field or the painting field, as long as you're around a whole bunch of other people that's doing it, it's just gonna pretty much fall into your lap. It ain't nothing that it's not really nothing you can do. You just gotta who you know. You know what I mean? Some niggas gonna put people on and say, hey, I got a partner that can do this, and then everybody else gonna be like, shit, I don't want to see that nigga do better than me. Fuck that. If I can't do it, I ain't gonna tell nobody about it. So it just depends, bro.
Facts.
but
I go through that shit every day.
but see, that wasn't the point I was making. Though.
No.
Okay, no.
It's the government contract.
But that wasn't the point I was making. Let me clarify my point.
Big bro, I love you. Thank you. I just put
love
it.
you too, bro, man. I want to get back on there and holler at you.
Wait, is it
Okay.
Is that
No.
the limo?
No. This is my big homie from the north side. Hey, big bro, hit me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shoot you. What you got going on tomorrow? Just real fast.
I got a local move at 4 o'clock, but my work is gonna do it so I can break
You're
away
on
from
live,
that.
bro.
I'm free tomorrow.
So
Okay, all right, bet. All right, my bad. They
you
kicking
talking
me
about
off.
affirmative
All right, bet. I'm gonna hit you. Just holler at me tomorrow, my
they
nigga.
had to fight for that.
Right.
They had to fight for that.
All right, love, bro.
But I think he missed the point that I was making. I wasn't saying that a black man can't get a contract. What I was saying, or what I was alluding to, is that disproportionately we are left out of the economic framework when it comes to these government contracts, when it comes to these bank loans, when it comes to whatever. Disproportionately, if there's 100 white men and 100 black men, the black men probably get 1 to 2% of those contracts when the white man is getting 70 to 80% of those contracts. That's where the problem lies.
But how do you know that? Because you said probably.
Because they've done studies, bro. It's all been documented.
This is
But
done
hold on. If
studies
it's
on
studies
this.
and documents, then it's not probably.
So why are black people still, you know, maybe our income and our
they're not
wealth
working hard
is.
enough.
It's not always about working hard, bro. It's not
It
always
is.
about working hard.
It is.
It's not. That's why they had to pass laws to give black folks these opportunities. If it was about working hard, we
Affirmative
built
action.
this country.
affirmative action. So
Us and the Chinese helped build this country.
hell, worst of
Hold on.
all, it
Okay, my
literally
fault,
was
my fault.
illegal for
Go
us to
ahead.
have money. Did you know that? It was illegal for us to
I
have
see. I've never
money.
heard that.
Yes, it was illegal for
black people to have money?
African American person to have money. This came from slavery time.
Not in a certain amount. Nothing.
No, period.
We couldn't even vote until the 60s, bro.
Right, period. So when Reconstruction happens, is the time period he's talking about. That's when we showed our worth, because we had been doing all the work. So now we can get paid for the work. And when they got paid for it, they invested in themselves and in the city. And that's how you got the Black Wall Street in Tulsa and North Tulsa and Rosewood and these other places that they burned to the ground because people who look like us were
they were doing good.
Yes, not just doing good, they were outpacing and doing better. So that's why they gave North Tulsa the title of Black Wall Street, because they literally had more money in North Tulsa than all the rest of Tulsa, but all the rest of Tulsa was white. So, that's what the racism did. And it wasn't until, 100 or so years later that we came up with affirmative action just to guarantee we was going to get those contracts. So those are the things some of us don't pay attention to.
Okay. All right. Now, look.
Yeah.
That'll make me have a whole different perspective.
It does.
That'll make me have a you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, I don't believe shit I can't see or touch.
That makes sense.
I don't.
It makes sense.
Just don't.
That's
it ain't just this past couple of months. It's a lot of if I can't
it doesn't exist.
See it, I don't believe it.
Right.
I don't believe a Google search. I don't believe none of that. And look, and this might, if I say a study, then that means my study don't qualify either. So I'm not saying that studies and all this, right. And I'm just keeping it on it. I don't.
But that's your starting point.
I don't believe that right now, if anything, I just don't believe that right now that it's nothing we can't do.
Oh no, you're absolutely right. There is nothing we can do right now.
Yeah.
But that wasn't
because of legislation passed to guarantee that we could get included in this American dream, bro. Exactly. There had to be legislation passed.
Right.
They wasn't gonna do it willingly, bro.
Right.
That's what we try and tell you. And see, the thing is, if you wasn't there to experience it, bro, then of course I could see you not believing it or not taking it as serious as it is. But the problem with that way of thinking is that if you don't believe that it ever happened, there's nothing stopping you from going back to those times.
Right, because you wouldn't know
if you don't have the understanding. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I say. I say even because this is the Red Pill Crip podcast. Y'all know how I get down. I would say that we don't know. They'll say things about women and men that had the dynamic of the nuclear family, right? And we didn't witness it. We just saw the production with what happened after that. Sexy Reds, single mothers, child support, all this bullshit, right? We seen that. All we saw was the repercussions of it. We wasn't there to witness it, but we see the repercussions of it.
Right.
So that's proof of certain things. I don't think if you went to the racism, how are we doing better now?
But those are outliers. You're talking about
no, not outliers.
You're talking about 1%.
I'm talking about 3 black men.
You're talking
right
about
now.
0.5%. Well, let me ask you this. This question I think will have more bearing to shed more light on the conversation. What does America need black people for? In this day and age, 2024.
They don't need black people.
Exactly.
They don't need white people.
Exactly. No, they need white people. You need somebody, because if you don't need white people, then what? You don't have a country no more. There has to be a basis now.
Well,
but what I'm asking you is right now, today, what necessity do black people provide in America that America can't exist without them?
Nothing.
Wow. So, first of all,
I don't think it's nothing.
Music, the arts,
black people,
the arts.
I'm saying that facetiously, but what I'm saying is that I'm saying it facetiously, but the point I'm trying to nail home is that if, as a society can continue to exist and thrive without black people, then why would this white society at large make plans for us to stay here, or make plans for us to be here into the near future? Why would they have a reason to protect us?
Well,
Because,
go ahead.
oh, no, my bad. No. You want to go first?
No, yeah, I'll take that one. So
No.
as I move around, I speak to everyone. And what I have come to learn, and I move around the metropolitan area a lot. And so if I get in the whip, I may start out in South Kansas City and I end up in Independence, and then I might shoot over to Blue Springs, and I might hit a shop over in Belton or go over into Overland Park or East Summit. But all the time I'm doing this, I'm speaking to people. I'm showing them the logo, everyone. And I'm getting the exact same response from everyone. So I walk into a shop yesterday, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women in this shop. And they're all white women. They're all white women. So they look at me, and I'm asking them about the logo. And they say to me, how are you so happy right now? Because to them, this loss in the election gives more to the notion of racism won.
Right.
And they are white women.
Facts. I get it.
And they are unhappy about that.
I get it.
And so they're trying to figure out, how is this man who looks like me?
How you happy?
How am I happy? And I looked at them and I said, because most of us are like you.
Okay.
And I mean that in the spirit, not
Break
in
that
the
down.
flesh,
Break it down.
not in this.
What you mean?
But the idea that she does not want our country to be based upon skin color, and that she wants that people like me know that people like her exist.
Can white people be racist?
She cried.
I mean, no, I'm sorry. Can black people be racist?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right, I just wanted to hear that.
I don't think so, but that's a whole different
Wait a minute,
conversation.
man.
That's a whole different
You
conversation.
think black people can't be racist?
It depends on the circumstances.
There you go.
Can
So that means they can
black
be
people be racist here in America? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hold on,
They
hold
can
on.
be
We're gonna
they can
save
be
it.
bigots. They can be bigots. You can be a bigot, but
Okay.
you can't be racist, because when it comes to racism,
Control.
that involves the control
Yep.
of the
I
system
knew he was going to go there.
at hand. If you don't control the system, then no matter how much hatred you show, that's chalked up as bigotry.
Right,
In
right.
racism, you actually can manipulate the system to a person of a different skin color's disadvantage.
Right,
If
exactly.
you can't do
All right, I
that,
get
then that's not true racism to me. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, no,
yeah.
you make sense.
For
That's,
sure, I
a,
get
that's a
that.
very good argument.
Okay. All right, but hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Red Pill Crip Podcast. Y'all know we're gonna this is just a brief intermission. We out here, let's promote the shirt right quick.
Oh, yes. We got to get that logo
Yeah.
out there. Yo,
Hell yeah.
kindness,
Let's do it.
decency, respect. There you
dig?
go.
Two
That's
champions.
for everyone. That's for everyone. That's for you. That's for you. That's for everybody out there.
Type
That's for
time.
you.
Hell yeah. Y'all know what we doing. Make sure, where do they get them at?
Yo, you know what?
Look at him. He's selling shirts, he ain't got no site.
Nah. Sneed said he had the same
Hey,
book. So
you
I'm
can-
gonna leave that to Sneed when he gets back here. But yo,
You
I'm
can
not dropping my
contact
phone
the-
number on this joint, 'cause I
Yeah, you
might
can
get calls. I
contact
don't
the
wanna get-
Red Pill Crip Podcast,
holla at me.
or you can
We'll get
contact
to
the
you.
Misadventures of Sneed
There you go.
Podcast,
Facts.
and we will get you hooked up.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We don't have an official website or official place where you can buy them yet,
In the work.
but if you message us or inbox us, we can definitely get a shirt to you.
If you see me out there, trust me, I'm gonna say,
Right.
look, holler at me right here.
Yeah.
I'll get with you.
Facts.
You'll get that hoodie. You'll get that T-shirt.
And as long as I got on 2 shirts, you can get the one off my back right now. You hear what I'm saying? So make sure you got tap in.
Yeah.
So we go, hey, matter of fact, we almost an hour into the show, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know what time it is.
Yo.
Trump won. I know, I get it. The thing about, okay, let me just say this. Final statements about Trump, unless y'all want to say anything after this.
Okay.
I've been on TikTok lately. I took a Facebook hiatus, and black people are just so mean. They're rude. They're assholes, and they're so smart. They're stupid.
Preach.
And what I will say about being so smart, you stupid is, I had to listen to black people talk for a couple days, maybe a week or two. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck it was, and they would say all these stats. They would be like, well, you know that 87% of black men, they get pulled over by the police and all that. And then 67% and then 75% of this and this and this. And I'd be like, okay, cool. All right, you got the stats, bitch. I get it.
Why they gotta be a bitch?
Because they was a bitch. That's why. All right, but hold on. My man, Dave. But look, this is what I want to say. I say, make it congruent with your life. Every stat that you got, just think about it. 2 + 2 is 4 in the world.
There you go.
And then in your world, every day you wake up, 2 + 2 is 3.
Every day.
3.
Every day.
Everybody
Every day
around
is like
you,
that.
everything around you
Every
is
day is
3.
like that.
But then you sitting here making an argumentative statement for 4. It's like I say, who got beat up by the police by you? What about Mike Brown? What about this person? What about this person? I said, how old are you? 35, 32, 28, 21, 18. 18 years of your life. Who do you know that got brutalized by the police, police brutality, got mistreated as a black person because of their skin, outside of selling dope and doing stupid shit they weren't supposed to do? Who do you know and how many times did it happen? It's never happened to me. I just read the fucking Google. You stupid bitch. Listen to me. I'm not mad that it's just insane to me that I hate my mama. Because I developed my own mind and I don't like, bro, they say, you're a racist? I'm human racist, bitch. I hate all you niggas. Everybody, color, skin tone, attitude, height, obese, skinny, cute, ugly. Y'all all are fucking insane. When I tell you to make your comments, if you look at it, you do all these you are so Googleable. You ain't even got your own brain no more.
Gullible, bro. I know. Like,
all you do is Google.
oh, Google.
What's 5 + 8? Let me make sure it's right.
Hey, shit, that's a new word.
Okay, Google. Hey, Siri. You stupid motherfucker. Bro, it's so irritating. And LGBTQ, sorry, I might get kicked out for that. I don't give a fuck,
Alphabet community.
Alpha my ass. Ain't nothing alphabet about none of them niggas. Ain't nothing alpha about none of these arguments. Everybody got to Google shit. Man, I just say, what happened to you? What's the last thing that happened to you that was racist? Like, that hindered you as a black man? Because I'm going down the line thinking some shit.
I don't know. I got some.
I'm trying to think that hindered me as a black
Take a
man.
whole lot of thinking.
Yeah,
Shit, just probably me being black. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What happened?
A job.
You go. I ain't listening
right.
to that shit.
I'm riding down the highway. Okay, I'm driving down the highway. I'm with my daughter.
Yep.
I got some tint on my window. Now, the area that I'm in, everybody's got the tint on their window because they're getting it from the same place.
We all tinted.
Cop pulls me over.
Why? Did you black?
He says, your tint on your window is too dark. Now, as he has me pulled over, practically every vehicle that goes by has the exact same tint. So the one window that's not that tint is the driver's side. So they can see in the car. So we drive by a police officer. The police officer turns around. We're not speeding. We're not doing any of that. We just come back from a vacation. And we get pulled over. So I'm in the passenger seat. And I wasn't feeling very well. So I had that stroke. I'm still recovering from that. And it's okay. But my daughter's driving. And I'm very mindful about my surroundings. You know, I tend to be.
Right.
So I'm looking at the side view mirror. And my door's open now. I open my door. And I reach down for something on the floorboard of the car. And I look back and I notice the police officer now has
drawing
his hand on his weapon.
Yeah.
And he's easing up on the side of the car. So I sit back up, I turn around, I look at him and I said, is something wrong? He takes his hand down. So he doesn't realize that I'm watching
that you
him.
peeped him.
Yes.
Yeah, you peeped him.
But while we're standing there, and they're talking about the tint on my window. So you only pull me over for the tint on my window.
But
so
now you got
what
a
about
pistol.
that car?
Yeah,
What about that car? What about that car? Now everybody in this area is a all white area.
But hold on, OG. This is what you gotta stop. Hold on, because you might look. Let me tell you, brother. We can't do that. No, look. You can't say whatever I'm getting, and maybe it's falsely. But you can't say, but what about them? Because the only reason I say that is because now it looks like you're saying, okay, well, maybe I did fuck up, but what about them? It almost sounds like, not saying a rat, but it's like accountability is, you want to take accountability off you because you fucked up, but they fucking up, but they didn't get in trouble. So why don't they get in trouble?
It be like that.
Well, but at the end of the day, it's not a characteristic you want to embrace because think about it. Think about it.
Oh, it's just that moment.
Look. You got caught for whatever. Let's just say you was fucking up. Let's say you was in the 60 and you was doing 75, right?
Right.
You did 75. Hey,
Then I'm responsible for that.
He's doing
No.
He's doing
different scenario. Because
no. But you said tent, right?
Right, tent. Because I'm questioning him.
But you also said that other people had tent too.
Oh, and because I lived in a place where they're getting the tent. We're all getting the tent from the same place. But I am one of only 2 black men in that small town. So
you think they pulled you over because you was black?
Oh, they pulled me over because they could see in the driver's side because I didn't have that one tinted. So they could see us.
So that's what I'm saying.
So you whip around while these cars are going by you with this tent. You don't pull them over, but you turn all the way around and come get us because you can see us. You can't see them.
I get it.
Yeah, and so I'm.
But it's because
so
you was black though, right? Let's stand on that.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
I stand on it.
Right,
I will stand on it.
Okay. All right. Hold on. My bad. Go ahead, G.
I will stand on that.
So the thing I want to bring out in this conversation is that it's not about those individual moments, bro. It's not about those individual moments. Because see, the thing is, we're only one individual. We only have one set of eyes. So all we can look through is the lens of what we see every day.
Anecdotal,
that does not dictate what's going on as a whole.
Everywhere. Nope, it does not.
It does not dictate what's going on as a whole. And history will always show you that, and I'm kind of getting off point, but history will show you that if there's a problem that's put in front of your face and you turn a blind eye to it, that's just like if you have a small knot in your stomach or whatever on you and you don't get that checked out and it becomes cancer, what happens is that it manifests, it spreads, it gets bigger. And you can't be mad at black people for being proactive and trying to handle police brutality, trying to handle a corrupt system when they first see it. It shouldn't have to be 100,000 examples before people speak up and take action because sometimes it's too late then.
Right.
But it's too late then.
Like right now, it's too
so
late.
you can't just say that, you know, the thing with what you're saying as far as what he's talking about as far as being pulled over and whatnot and saying that other people didn't get pulled over. The beauty of statistics is that even though at that time he was the only man affected by that problem, we have people who actually do studies and take statistics and they can show you what the manifestation is. They can show you what is happening on a larger scale. Now, if you deny those statistics, then you can stay in that little box and say that it's not a problem. But when they show you statistics and you see the results of these practices to where there's 50% more of black people in jail, even though they only make up 11 or 12% of the population, that statistic shows you that this problem goes beyond your eyesight. Yeah.
Okay, but what you got to understand is, if you are going to initially be a part of this statistic, right? A lot of people. That's what we're saying. We go if it's already 11% in there. What's happening is people is consistently providing their.
But you can't guarantee that in every occurrence. You can't
see,
guarantee that
but
everything
see,
was
that's
done
the fairness
fair
on
and-
both ends.
I mean,
That's what I'm
everything
saying.
is
You
not
can't.
racist, but racism is strong.
No,
It's
go ahead.
alive.
No, I'm
No,
saying.
go ahead.
But we can still look at the outcomes, though, bro. The outcomes don't lie. We
Right.
can make an informed decision based on the outcomes that we see.
Okay.
We can sit up there and see that if there's 100,000 black men in jail for weed charges, and we can physically see that white people smoke just as much weed, if not more than we do, and it's only 10% or it's only 1,000 of them in jail, that's an outcome that we can draw a basis from, bro.
And statistics are generally based upon facts. And
Yeah, that's. I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah, they have
100%
no-
wholeheartedly.
right.
Now, what I will, if y'all ever been to court, most of the time, a motherfucker, if you go to jail or prison, what happened was you did something so heinous you went, or second of all, you had priors for the second or third, whatever the fuck you fucked up on.
Right.
The problem is we go to jail because we fucking up. It's not about us. I'm not saying that we
you're
not.
Right. You're right. Racism didn't put us in the jail because of the act that we created. It's the act we did that got us there.
But black people ain't complaining about going to jail. Black people is complaining about if it's the same amount of white people doing the same crime, why ain't the same amount of white people in jail? That's what black people, they're not complaining about if I got caught selling dope, I shouldn't go to jail. That's not the complaint.
Right.
Devil's advocate,
I agree.
bro. I don't want anybody out here to think that I'm just shitting on black people. But what you got to understand is we talking about the history.
Right.
If you fucked up twice, the thing about it is you'll say, oh, man, them motherfuckers got us in jail. Nigga, you been here 8 times.
Man, you been jailbird.
Like, you been here. The judge said, if you see me again,
Right.
Yeah.
if you come to this courtroom again,
You're going to jail.
bro, I'm good. 7th time.
Yeah.
You come back.
3
Oh,
days
now
later.
it's a motherfucking problem? That he put you in jail?
But check it out, the
time,
bigger
yeah.
problem
Yeah.
with that scenario
Come on.
is that, once again, black
What up,
people
y'all?
are not complaining about going to jail. Black people is complaining about their areas or their neighborhoods being over policed, to where if I live in a white rural area or if I live in a predominantly white area, I don't have a third of the police force checking, stopping and frisking and pulling me out of my car, bro.
If I'm digging for gold, I'm not going for gold. I'm not going to dig where there's no gold. How about that? If I go
But
to the
there
beach
is
and I got a
gold there.
motherfucking nigga, I am not going to go to somewhere where they said there's no gold over here. Hey, it's a whole bunch of criminals over here. And guess what? I met a nigga. Well, I didn't meet him, but I talked to this nigga. He said he is one of the governors and not governors, but the sergeants of the police force in one of the biggest cities in Dallas. I can't remember which one. Let's just pick one. Fucking Dallas. He was like, nigga. He said, man, I got 15 cops. I said, how many people you got at your briefing? He said 15. I said, when they said they give police a complete immunity, how many of your cops is you worried about doing the wrong thing? You know what he said?
All of them.
He said none. He said, I said, damn.
None
he
of them?
Politically correct ass nigga. But he said 2 cops are ticket hungry or whatever you know what I'm saying? Like, they will run your tags and do stupid shit for nothing. He said 2 of them, they will run your shit
Right.
and look your shit up. And that's just
They
what
looking
it
for
was.
a reason.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the thing is, bro, but then you have statistical data that says, what was that little county that was out by the boat?
What boat?
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember the county, but
Right here, when you just pass Front Street.
435 and shit, like
Yeah,
Clay County.
a little bitty
Clay.
city. And if you drove through that joint and you didn't
No, it
see
wasn't
the
Clay,
sign,
but it-
you know what I'm talking about. By the, yeah.
What about it?
You get 10 miles an hour, right? But you don't know this. You get off the
Oh,
highway.
they set your ass up.
Exactly. That's
Right.
what he's talking
That
about.
motherfucker go to 45 miles to 10 miles an hour.
Right.
Hey, you speeding, bitch.
Oh, they were waiting and they were catching people like flies.
Yeah, see, that's
because
some
that's
bullshit.
how
Snapping them down.
that's how they financed that little county.
That's right.
They actually had to make it so that they couldn't
No priors.
get that much of their county revenue from writing tickets.
Right.
They had to change
But see,
it up.
that's what I'm
But-
saying.
It was a trap.
But back to what we was
Awful
talking
motherfucker.
about,
Yes.
I wanted to re-explore what you were saying as far as the drugs. So you telling me that there's not a drug problem in the white community just as much as there is in the black community?
Absolutely.
So let's go back in time a little bit to where they made a law to where the penalty for having crack was 10 times as harsh as the penalty for having powdered cocaine. Because the black folks, the people in the urban communities wasn't using coke as much. They were using crack. But the penalty for them was lopsided as hell.
heavy.
Is that not a form of racism, or is that just
It is.
coincidental?
Have you seen
No, it is
Snowfall?
racism.
If you ever
Of course,
seen
I
Snowfall,
just
the
want
same
to
shit happened up in there.
Say Snowfall.
No, I'm saying because within Snowfall, like the crack rock didn't get introduced like to the black people. The white people brought that shit into the community, bro. I ain't gonna say if you ever seen
It's a lot of
Snow.
dope fiends.
I hate to say that shit, but that's low key how like the dope.
It was Nino Brown.
Oh, Nino Brown there.
When he introduced freebase to the world, it was Nino.
Shit.
Cancel that bitch.
Right.
I don't know who the fuck Nino Brown is, but
So no, it's
New Jack
it's
City,
New
bro.
Jack
oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
based on
joke,
real
bro.
character. But you're absolutely right about that. And the thing is that it was a means to an end.
Yeah.
For
Because they had to fund a war, I believe.
right, it was the Nicaraguan government was being backed by the United States government. But not Nicaraguan government, but
Cuban?
the same country, but it wasn't the government, it was the people who were trying to take over. Because the United States government was going to back them to get into office, to take over the country.
Right.
And so that was the Sandinistas, I believe it was. And so they made a deal. They didn't have money to give them to get the help they needed. So they told them, they made a deal with them. You know what? You have a national product. That national product just happened to be cocaine. So they had to find a place. They had to find a
Tony
place
Montana.
to sell it.
All right.
So they were selling it, but it wasn't making as much as they needed to buy the weapons and the guns and all
fund the
they
war-
needed
to
to
fund the
fund the war,
Word.
the takeover.
Cuban crime with
And so
Castro.
somebody
Fidel Castro.
somebody messed around with it and made crack, but they were just messing with it. It
That's when they
wasn't-
cooked it on the stove and
right.
shit like that.
And they came up with it and said, well, let somebody try this, and
they got hired.
they got that rush. The rush was higher, and so it's like, we can use this. So they went into the black community, and then they started just kind of going to parties and passing around, get people to try it.
Next thing you
The
know,
unfortunate thing, people
everybody like,
love
where
that
shit at?
high,
Where that shit at?
but they wanted it, and they would want it quicker. So people who were snorting, they can get their little bag, they'll make it through the night, it'll be tomorrow, they might still be sniffing their nostrils and bleeding and all that, but that crack made them come back quicker.
That's
and they
just like-
figured out this was working this way. So they kept going. So where do we put this? They get a couple guys who was hustling on the streets in African American communities, and hey, take this. You know, I got a
They
product.
say the
for you.
CIA was linked to
Yes.
that.
With
Yes,
Snowfall,
so just
Snowfall
like-
based off a true story.
Yes,
Well, just
I
like,
believe it.
just
Yeah.
like heroin, they were getting addicted. Our American soldiers, when they were overseas in Saipan and all that, they got a hold of that
Like the
heroin
opiums
or
and
whatever,
shit.
opium, and next thing you know, they start shipping it back.
Right.
You know, that
Making
was
that
based
paper.
on a true story.
Making that
They start
paper.
shipping it back to America.
Wasn't that an American Gangster?
Yeah,
Didn't Frank
American
Lucas do
Gangster
some
is
shit like
based
that?
on
Yes.
what he did that story.
No, he has American soldiers ship some of the drugs
Hell
back.
yeah.
He-
Psych-
They was
Yeah.
in the fucking casket.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did all that. Everything they put in that movie, and now they hyped it up. So you got to know it's a cinematic deal. So
Who told you fucking rat?
Who fucked up the game
Niggas
plan?
is taking care. Niggas is giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Oh, God.
Why the fuck do people hate on people? Like
Well,
what?
Hey, shout out Frank
it-
Lucas.
it's-
man.
Okay, all right, yeah, you
is
right.
the destruction of the community is what happens. And so when you make it so the mother is not stable enough to teach the child and take care of that child, then that next generation that grows up from that is not fully able to
Comprehend.
Similar.
You saying because she a dope fiend?
Yes.
because she's the byproduct of a dope fiend.
Right. So
she came from a dope
Yeah,
fiend.
no. I'm talking about the mama. Yeah.
no,
that's
so
what I'm
the mother's hooked on drugs.
Oh,
She has
yeah.
a baby.
You talking about
she can't do
y'all
that.
talking about the
She
same
can
thing,
get
right?
it. Yes.
Baby's
okay.
a byproduct
So,
of the dope fiend mother.
Yes.
Right. And so then
You stupid.
and so then now you have a situation where
What?
you have more problems just living and learning how to live. But if you don't have someone who's teaching you because they're out there, and a lot of people get out there, they don't choose to get out there, but they get hooked up and get out there.
All right, bet. Let's do this. Cause nigga, I'm gonna just give it 100. All you women that the fat bitches is arrogant now. So how the fuck did you get to the point where you got so depressed that you start doing drugs, stupid bitch? That is so stupid. How?
That's kind of an oxymoron because you actually lose weight when you're doing drugs.
Look, I'm talking about you started off.
I'm like,
You got it.
I'm like,
Look, you
crackheads.
ain't no fat
You
crackheads.
fat bracket? Is that what we call it?
Yeah, fat girls.
We got tax brackets and fat brackets?
No
Is that what you talking about? Big girls wasn't doing coke, bro.
Nah. He said
you can't
he
be
said,
fat
He
and
said
be
fat
crackhead.
bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That's what he said. You can't be fat and be a crackhead.
I thought y'all
That shit
said
don't work.
They said fat brackets.
So
Brackhead.
he's all that money came out. He was thinking about
What's
the
up,
dollars,
Craig?
man.
What's up, Bobby? What's everybody?
Craig.
What's everybody in the chat?
Hey,
Shit.
we going in. I don't know what the hell we talking about, but we
yes,
definitely
we talking
talking.
about some real shit
definitely
right
talking.
now.
Yo, but this is Red Pill Show. Y'all
Nah,
know.
he with me.
Y'all
Hey,
know.
Katie, man.
Y'all know. I'm here.
This nigga with me.
I can't deny it. That's me on the screen.
Yeah, it is. He believes, I believe too.
Real Pill joint. and
Ain't
I'm
no
in this
disclaimer.
And
He's
I'm-
my buddy.
And I'm in this joint.
man.
That's right. So, yeah.
All right, but no. But at the end of the day, look, ladies, if you are a single mother and you do drugs and you attractive, that is 3 oxymorons at the same goddamn time. You stupid bitch. For one,
Let me know. Funky bitch.
funky bitch.
I ain't gonna say we gonna keep it. Hey,
What? I'm
Funky
just saying.
They got to get it out.
How are you attractive?
It's okay. I
Yeah,
just
if they
humble
don't-
myself by bowing my head.
Yeah, if they don't get it out, then it'll turn into gas.
It is
I'm
not
sorry,
gay.
Mariah.
I'm not gonna mess with it.
If they
They
don't get it
know I
out,
be
they'll
telling
start
the truth.
burping.
That nigga know.
They gotta get it out right.
Yeah.
No, everybody know I tell. See, the thing about
They
it
get
is,
ulcers if they don't say it.
everybody in life sleeps better. Not agreeing with me on
No
camera.
context. They just we talking about politics, and all of a sudden we see how smooth we did that. See how smooth
He leaned back.
Yeah,
and
he
then
got
leaned
an
back up with
agenda.
funky. And
Yeah, he just like Trump. He got an agenda. Man, what we talking about? He gonna get that shit out.
Nah, fuck that. Nah, it's Dave. Shout out to my nigga Dave, man.
Right,
He
right.
didn't figure me out, goddamn. Fuck that nigga though. Nah, I'm playing.
see.
So look, okay, hold on, y'all. This is what we're gonna do. This is an hour and 16 minutes in. Red Pill Crip. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and all that shit. And
I got your flyer on there for your event tomorrow.
oh, you do? Oh yeah, make sure y'all come fuck with us tomorrow.
Hey, shout out Purple Bear, man.
Throwing up gang signs. It's Crippin' Willie ticket.
Anti-cool.
Got Lyme disease out here trying to get a ticket. Ever since I started rapping competition,
Now tell us where it's at, when it is.
All right, y'all.
4412 Main Street.
Let me do it again one more time because I gotta sing.
This nigga don't even know where it's at.
4142 Main Street.
Oh, I can't talk.
It's Crippin' when we picking up with us. Hey y'all, they cracking on me because I don't know exactly.
What's the time? When does it start? You gonna
It
be
starts
on
at
at
12 and it ends at 12. So 12 to 6. I'll be on from 1 to 3.
There you go.
I'm gonna be there.
You know what I'm saying? I got that. God damn it.
There you go.
Shout out to my nigga BLE. Shout out to my nigga Dave. Shout out to everybody. You gonna come? Me and Chong is hosting. You gonna come host with
Hey,
us?
Sneak gonna be there hosting
All right,
too.
you dig what I'm saying? We
Friday
got
morning,
Dave. We got and everybody I tagged in my post, man. If y'all want to pull up, man, come sit on the stage with us. We're gonna interview everybody that's at the event, and it's gonna be a beautiful situation. And guess what, bitch? Trump won. So I want all you awful bitches to tell me better be please. Thank you. I can't wait. This is gonna be content. Dave, don't cut that camera off.
Right. I got a good question for you. If in the worst case scenario, what do you think the worst thing that Trump can do to America?
Well, 3 days ago I'd have said lose the election, but today,
Not funny. You know how to rub it.
what's the worst thing you can do?
Get that salt out of his hand.
Ain't that a bitch? What's the worst thing Trump could do? Make amends.
Will.
Kamala.
What the fuck?
Hey.
How?
No, I don't know. I don't know what he
That's
can
the
do
worst-
wrong. What could he do wrong?
Bring back slavery?
He could actually be racist.
If
That'd be the worst shit he did. Because I don't think he's racist.
If he follows that 2025 plan, that 900-page
No, they said he
plan,
ain't got nothing to do with it.
really,
That's
his
a damn
name is
lie,
mentioned
man.
300 plus times in the document.
They hashtag.
But they're going to say that Kamala's name is mentioned a bunch of times, too. I've heard all this.
No,
I don't know nothing about it.
No.
Project 2025?
No.
I don't know nothing about
People,
Project
the
2025.
authors of it actually, some of those people worked in his cabinet
Yes,
as well, though.
most of them.
They do.
Yeah.
44 members of.
But what
this
is it?
man's
What is
staff.
Project 2025?
It is
Like, overall,
a
just in a
blueprint
nutshell.
for Donald
Slavery.
Trump to control the United States in an unprecedented way, giving power to the president to do pretty much whatever
A
he
dictatorship,
chooses to
basically.
do. Yes.
What?
A
So
dictatorship, bro.
he installing only people who are supporters of him and that will follow his agenda. So
Or he can just kick him out of office without a vote or anything. He can just get him
Right.
out of office.
So he could make
nigga.
he can make
police
laws.
immunity.
Nigga, like the apprentice.
He'll be able to make law basically without the Congress.
Yeah.
So
I like that idea.
well,
A dictatorship?
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
This awful fucking country y'all live in, y'all. Do y'all really think that we don't need,
What's
nigga,
so-
we need a
What's so
dictatorship.
awful about this country right
This
now
country-
today? What's
Land
so
in the
awful
free, like-
about this country?
like
This country-
Because you was the same Negro a minute ago saying
What?
that blacks have all the opportunities in the world.
Right.
You can do anything in this country. So my question is, what is so awful about this country
What-
right now?
All right, what I'm telling you is, it's the fact that we got all these opportunities and people fucking fail with their opportunities. You
Yeah, but
need to
that
be
doesn't-
told what to do. You can't let people get opportunities and they don't know what the fuck to do. You have to dictate people. I think military is great. I think structure is great.
You know,
I think
Structure
people,
is we have structure. That's not the problem.
we
don't
got no
follow
structure.
it. We don't follow
Bitches can
structure.
kill their kids. What structure is that?
I mean, under
What person
circumstances,
killed their
that's
kids?
I mean,
A lot.
abortion.
Nigga, what is the number one killer in the black community right now?
Abortion.
Abortion. Ding, 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 ding. Shout out to you.
So you saying that white women don't get just as many, if not
Yes.
twice as many?
But
abortions
who?
as
What's the
black
number
women
one?
do?
I said in the
Abortion
black
Do you all
community.
know why
laws you talking
abortion
about-
is even an issue?
Why?
But
It was
Why
on
not?
the. It was on the vote.
Because the white population
What about them?
was soon to
Diminishing.
become the minority.
So
Me.
they killed it. They 67% of the population, and they
They
kill
not even that
less
much
kids
now.
than 13% of the bitches.
No.
That's crazy. And then it ain't even 13% of the bitches because it's 13% of black people. So that means it's 6.5 on each side, right?
Damn.
At least.
I have no idea what those numbers mean right now.
He broke
No,
the numbers down.
13% of the population is African American. 6.5 is 13, right?
13% of the population. Got you on that.
Okay,
That's
so
like
I'm saying,
abortion.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, it's half.
Okay.
And these
Half
bitches
of
kill
what?
their kids.
Wait a minute, whoa. Half of what?
All right. So
Okay, 13%
13% of the population is black.
African American, right?
So I'm just splitting it 50-50. So 6.5 is men, 6.5 is women.
Got that?
Okay.
Oh, that's
13.
And
That's
they
13.
kill kids. And that means the low 6.5 of the population kill more kids than 67% of this population. And let's split they shit in half.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
not true.
but that's not true.
at all.
It's not true. First of all,
Who killed more kids than us?
You're gonna say commit crimes is as much, then that stat might be a little closer.
Who got more abortions than black people?
abortion is white people. It is the reason why.
Not number wise, percentage wise.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Percentage-wise, you might have an argument.
First of all, because the population, you have more, like you said, 67%. So if 67% of the population is white, then it would be arguably impossible for the 13% of African Americans to have more abortions than the 67% of the 67%.
That's why I said percentage wise.
Per capita is what you mean.
Like just like black men in prison. Right? It's not about how many of them is in there. What's the percent of the black men that are here that are in there? It's not about the actual percentage of black men.
For the sake of the argument, I get what you're saying, but it is because racist white people. This is not all white people. It's the white people who are racist because then they still have this idea of white supremacy.
White people ain't
so
racist.
if we lose that supremacy, and I'll tell you where this comes from.
What?
He said white people ain't
This
racist.
comes from way back in Rome when the Catholics started. So the Catholics didn't have any power. And they knew they didn't have power. So what they did is they came up with this idea. Every family has to have a lot of children. So the next generation will have big numbers, and we will have voting power, and we can start setting laws.
Get pregnant, bitch. Go ahead.
In other words, yeah.
So
He's the translator of it.
I gotta love Phil, man. You gotta love Phil.
No, it's okay.
Dummies on here.
I am bouncing off of that because I'm loving it. He's right next to me. I'm loving it. So anyway, you know what I mean? I'm loving it because you got to keep a smile on your face all the time because if you do not, you feel miserable. And I choose not to do this. So anyway, so the Catholics came up with this idea and it worked because as the years went by, their numbers grew. And then they had more vote. And when they got more vote, they got more power.
That's my John Kennedy.
No, I'm talking about the Catholics in Rome. So we talk going back to where we're going back to the Caesar.
That is a really long-term strategy right there.
Well, it is, but it's the same strategy.
No, it's real though.
It's the same strategy that the white supremacists are working with. That's why you had this big push about abortion. They could care less if African Americans have abortions. They could care less about that. Yeah. They don't care. Go ahead, kill your babies. They wouldn't care. I'm talking about the racists only, not white people, the racists. They didn't want our numbers to grow. Oh, but then you also had people from other countries who have come to this country who are of different cultures.
Right.
They're growing in numbers too. So all these groups combined, they will have more power than we do. And we used to having the power for like 250 years as a country. Yeah. They don't want to give that up. Yeah. They don't want to give that up. So that's why there's an abortion issue to begin with. It has nothing to do with African Americans.
But nobody would want to give their power up. Think about it.
Well, I understand that. And there's also this idea. Everything fights to live. Even an idea. Everything fights to live. It's indicative of everything that is around us. You got a bulb that's going out. You ever see a bulb flickering? It's ready to go out? That energy is still trying to eat. And it's a nigga that you stab this nigga and he's still rigor mortis, nigga. Ain't rigor mortis real?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
That's what I'm saying. Rigor mortis. That means you trying to
Everything fights to live.
You still got that energy after you damn nigga. You ain't coming back.
Hey, we done got that. Don't take that name.
Ain't that a bitch? Let it go. I'm thinking rigor mortis is that. That's what happens after death, nigga. That ain't
but
fighting
you
to
still
live.
start pop locking when you sleep. I
was gonna slide hair hair in there next to it, but I was gonna leave it alone.
It's okay. It's the Red Pill Crip Show. Yeah, you know a lot of shit is wild over here, pal.
It's still alive.
Bob Flair, my nigga, where the fuck you been at, man? I thought you supported me, man. I love you. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yo.
I fuck with you. Okay, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a crash course on the videos. I'm gonna play the videos, and I'm gonna get everybody's reaction in 30 seconds. And guess what? I'm gonna give everybody 30 seconds to talk. But if you got a rebuttal, you can rebut the nigga. Pause. Rebut the nigga. That means cut your ass off and rebut the nigga.
No Diddy, eh? No Diddy, eh?
Yeah, rebut the nigga.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He said no Diddy.
Nah, yes, Diddy. Y'all wanna go to the Diddy party?
Hell no.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I wanna have fun. All right, here we go.
Into a relationship. If Shantae was to say, I'm done with you. She walking away with my heart.
Right.
She already did everything that another motherfucker can never do. I ain't even gonna let you do it. This is like me trying to find another Dave.
But what does
I can never have another friend like that. I can have friends, but I can never have another friend like Dave.
Right.
It's the same thing. See, that's the difference. Some people don't know what that shit feel like.
Yeah.
And for a man, that shit is different.
Okay.
Ain't nothing you can do, nothing that nobody can do, even if I'm out here every night or every other night get my dick sucked. That shit still don't add up to that. It's just a feeling.
The women run shit for real.
So at the end of the day, like, most women has never been that for a man. So they would never be able to feel what I'm talking about. Cause they ain't even allowed it.
Cause they saying what
the first little shit that don't go right for their friends, their family, or what they think in their fairy tale mind, they out. So it ain't gonna never be shit. You gonna go through the same shit with 100 niggas instead of going through the same shit with the same nigga 10 different times. That's what it is.
That was the see now. I'm not gonna speak on it first. I'm gonna go this way, but that was the what he said at the end was the most gangster shit on the planet. But go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. Go first, please.
Well, the thing is, I think what a disconnect is that in a woman's mind, when y'all enter into a relationship, there's certain rules and stipulations that cannot be violated, that can't be broken in order for this union to continue, in order for us to stay together. And with men, a lot of times, at least back in my day, the only thing that they value was that I'ma still come around. You know, I might do a bunch of shit that you don't agree with, or a bunch of shit that you deem as, you know, the last straw.
Yeah.
But if you give me enough time, I'm gonna come back around.
Right.
So the thing is that that's just they didn't have a meeting of the minds well enough for this dude to think that he could go out here and get his thing sucked on. He can go out here and get caught cheating.
Run the street.
He can go out here and lose his job, run the streets or whatever, and think that would be acceptable behavior. So at what point did he not understand that it's your lifestyle that's affecting our union? Right. It's not me wanting to leave you, but it's you going against all my value systems and expecting me to stay committed to you.
Okay. So that's that. Okay, I understand that. So you talking about that's how the woman's looking at it?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right, for sure.
But see, he's trying to spin it to say that even though I do all this wrong, you are killing me or breaking my heart that you leaving me. And the thing is, she's saying that you breaking my heart.
Now we got
breaking my heart by doing all this.
Breaking my heart.
Okay.
What are you talking about? When did he
Breaking my heart.
When did he say he did some shit wrong?
Pretty brown.
He said he was out there getting his thing sucked and he was doing it. Play the video back again.
Pretty brown eyes.
Yeah, he did say something about that.
Get into another relationship. If Shantae was to say, I'm done with you. She walking away with my heart.
Right.
She already did everything that another motherfucker can never do. I ain't even gonna let you do it. This is like me trying to find another Dave.
But what does
I can never have another friend like that. I can have friends, but I can never have another friend like Dave.
right?
Not Dave.
It's the same thing. See, that's the difference. Some people don't know what that shit feel like.
Yeah.
And for a man, that shit is different.
Okay.
Ain't nothing you can do, nothing that nobody can do, even if I'm out here every night or every other night get my dick sucked. That shit still don't add up to that. It's just a feeling.
The women run shit for real.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like, most women has never been that for a man. So they would never be able to feel what I'm talking about. Cause they ain't even allowed it.
Cause they said what they.
But see, what he's saying is he's talking about as a single person. He wasn't talking about why he's in a relationship with her. He's just saying
So
in
we
general.
just assumed that she just left for no reason. Is that the assumption we have to make in that standard that he did nothing wrong?
They leave. Look, I got another video that's very.
I'm just saying, do we have to, in order for this to give it context, we have to assume that he did nothing wrong?
Yeah, no, hold on. Not nothing wrong. Nothing that was leavable.
But see, you
That's
can't, as
different.
a man, determine that.
Yes, you can.
Certain women have different
That was my whole
expectations.
point.
Dave,
Man,
no, hold on.
No human being can determine what another human being will put up with.
Dave, if you do everything that God provided you with to be a man for your wife, and you do every single thing, and this bitch say, you didn't wash the dishes, and she leaves, is that justified?
Hell no, but then we don't know. We don't know
You
the
left the
context.
fork in the sink.
We don't know the context behind that, bro. You can't say it was because of the dishes, bro.
No. In this example, dishes. In this, don't add shit.
Bro, when I was growing up, we was the ones doing the leaving. I don't know when this transition of power took place or when the script flipped it, because when I was growing up, we was the ones that was leaving motherfuckers. The women was chasing after us. Nowadays, if it's completely switched, I wasn't aware of it because I don't know too many women out here that's going chase.
That's why you got a jaded perspective sometime, Dave.
But my man,
have a look. Everybody, all my OGs and my niggas. I mean, I idolize y'all, but y'all don't see what's going on out here.
There was a point in history to where a woman couldn't even file for divorce, though, bro.
Exactly.
She couldn't leave.
Exactly.
But that don't mean that she didn't want to leave.
couldn't have a bank account.
Yeah, couldn't have a bank account, couldn't vote, couldn't have her own credit. If they was happier, then that transformation would have never took place. Bro.
They wasn't on medication.
That transformation would not have taken place.
These bitches gotta take an aspirin.
But you have to have a logical timeline. You can't say that women were happy as shit and then just all of a sudden they woke up and said that this ain't gonna happen no more.
Because a bitch told them,
somebody was unhappy.
No.
unhappy.
It was a single bitch that wasn't shit that told they successfully 40-year anniversary about to pop up. Girl, you don't know. I just went to Cancun and to the Bahamas. Look, bitch, so what? I just slept in the bed with my husband. Your pillowcase, when you wake up, it wake up on your face because you cry every night, you stupid bitch.
Don't mess my head up.
You fucking stupid nut-ass bitch. That's what the problem is. We sitting there catering to the whores.
Okay,
Well, I'm looking at that.
All right, here, take your hat, nigga.
what
I
I
ain't
don't-
gonna fuck you up like that. Get my ugly. Look at that nigga. They ain't think he's sexy.
What I don't get is
What?
the idea of a woman can't understand what love, like a man loves. So
It's two different loves, bro.
I don't see how that's possible because what it is that if you define love and that's the definition that everybody has to go by, then it doesn't matter what your gender is, that's love. So the very idea of a woman can't understand
What?
a man's love. Well, yeah, I mean, she's in a relationship with a man, then she should understand, but the idea is love. That's supposed to be
A woman's idea of love.
love
She's
is
supposed to
undefined.
receive love.
That's a philosophy.
A man is supposed to.
a narrative, though. That's
But that- but- well,
A woman is not conditioned to give love. Bitches don't love. Listen.
to fill a narrative.
Hold on. This is the Red Pill Crib podcast. Y'all know that, right? So that means the truth comes out.
okay.
Watch this.
So
watch
right.
this.
Let's
A
jump on it.
woman only loves what can do something for them.
So she don't love her child
At all. You know when a bitch love her child? You know when a woman loves her child?
Because I was gonna say I don't know.
I
about
bet say like when they born, like there's this little scientific thing, like when a woman takes that first smell and shit like that, they get attached. I've heard, but tell me,
they don't.
Tell me, Pill.
They love their child when the man they had the baby with loved them. If they don't, if the nigga they fucked, child support pop quiz, Red Pill Crip TikTok, Red Pill Crip 85 TikTok, holla at me.
Oh my God. Wait a minute.
Child support pop quiz. If you fuck a nigga and when you tell him you pregnant and his soul leave his body or his heart drop or he don't respond like, yay, bitch, you fucked up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100.
So
he don't like you.
Right. And so she's not gonna love her child?
Nope.
Because that guy doesn't love her?
Yep, it's a wrap.
Well, but that's not.
They don't love their kids, bro. They love the arrangement. They don't. Women don't love their children like that. Some of them do.
They do.
Some of them do. Some
I
of them
know do.
They lying.
Well, no, I lived it. I saw it. I know it.
Watch this. Watch this, big bro. This is how you know a woman loves her child. When she has a baby and the nigga don't stick around and she don't put him on child support. That means she loves her child.
Wow.
Yes.
That's not.
Does she love the father? Or does she love the baby daddy?
She worship that nigga. He don't fuck with her. That's why she kept the seed. Do you know how many kids she killed before she had his?
Is this any particular one you talking about?
No, this is real talk.
But if you take a wide brush and you just paint over everybody and they're like that,
most of them are, G.
Well, I've met a whole lot of people, and I can honestly tell you that is not what I have seen. Now, I've seen that happen, but that's not a norm. In other words, that's not what the majority of the people I've encountered.
Watch this. Do you know how many women that are beautiful and been to art galleries and brunches and all kind of cute ass shit that been to Planned Parenthood with a hoodie on and came and talked to you like, I ain't got no kids? Do you know how many of these bitches exist? Huh? You funky. Look, I'm just saying.
Funky.
I am not a victim of a person that's going to let it slide.com.
Ain't letting shit slide.
I'm just saying, baby. Listen here, baby. This is Red Pill. Look, if I was a pimp, this is how I talk to you, baby. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait a minute, I need the glove.
I'm there. He got the good. I'm there.
The cane's got to go that direction.
Hold on. Hold down, baby. All right, baby. Let me.
Oh!
We good. We good.
Look, now I really gotta beat your ass, bitch, because you didn't make me still.
He done got the cane. He done turned into the pimp. Where's Snoop at? And Snoop there drop around the corner doing that walk.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Nah, see, Snoop, that's my player partner.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I really fuck with my nigga Sugar Free, though.
Oh my God.
You understand what I'm saying? Look, bitch.
How we get here?
Look,
Steve, did you do this?
Let me say
Welcome
something.
to the misadventures of
Hey, shout out to
Here we go.
Hey, look, hey, let me shake my little wand right quick.
See?
Hey, all you bitches, listen to me. Listen to me, bitch. I will change your rules and make your moves. Don't be misconstrued.
Oh, man.
See?
I have the cure for being demure. I am that guy. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in this motherfucker day right now.
Hey, bro. Hey, that's
a minute.
Welcome to the Red Pip Show.
And then I gotta stand up with the logo talking about kindness. He's like,
hold on, player. It don't represent them. It don't represent them.
I'm at to slide out sideways, man.
Type time.
And I don't want to be in the cane slide.
No, I'm sorry.
They might start talking about I'm pimping.
Hey, RP, what up, my guy?
If we start pimping, we're going to treat you with kindness, decency, oh
my goodness.
But it's okay about, look, pimping saves people.
Yeah, but
these bitches ain't shit. Okay, all right, here, hold on. Let's go to the next video right quick. Let's see what we got going on.
Man's property.
I'm nobody's property, honey.
Okay, so I don't have no. Hold on. So he has no business treating you like his property, right?
Right.
Right, okay. The only thing that I've ever seen people be willing to defend and die for are things that were valuable to them that belong to them. You can't name me anything that does not belong to a man that he's willing to die for. Now go ahead, try it. You have the floor. Name me something that a man is willing to defend or die for that is not his property.
Family.
You got a point.
So why does it sting so bad to say that?
Yeah, so his point is not about the family, that idea, because for my children, yeah, I would die for my children. And I would. But that wasn't the point he was making. He was talking about property. And my children aren't my property, though they are my children.
But they are your property.
Oh, no, they're not.
Why do you disagree with that?
From me, but they're not my property.
Why you say that?
Well, because
so what
property is something that you can control. You
can't control your kids?
No, I shouldn't try to control my kids.
You have to.
Well, that they're grown.
They're going to want to eat fruit roll-ups for breakfast.
Like it's wrong. So I don't have to do that anymore.
No, I'm saying why they babies.
Children, they were not my property, but they were my responsibility because they're a part of me.
Them kids weren't your property. Okay, all right.
They were not my property. They were my responsibility.
Okay, all right, Dave.
They were my children,
was Lil Dave your property when he was a child? Was he your property?
No, like Mariah said, he was my responsibility.
Synonym, man.
It's not my property.
That's a slave.
And see, the thing is now, if you look at the way the laws have changed, these kids aren't our property anymore.
Sure.
They the government's property.
Yeah,
We all the government's property.
Well, how was that?
We don't own any.
Well, more of they're out of control. We don't have any control over them.
Because y'all don't think they're your property. Y'all gotta check these little motherfuckers. Y'all need
it's illegal. It's illegal now.
It's illegal to what?
To hit your child.
Yeah, you can't discipline your child.
You
to
can't
a certain
whoop your
extent.
kids?
No, they can call the police on you, and you will go to jail for that.
My son, check it out. I got a story for you. My son, when he was in like the, I want to say about the 5th or 6th grade, I had bought him a little pellet gun. He was outside of the apartment building playing with his friends, and his friend shot him with the pellet gun and put a little wep on his wrist or whatever. No big deal. He goes to school the next day, and him trying to manipulate the system, trying to get out of class, he said that his arm was hurting him. And he showed the nurse the little pellet gun wound or whatever, and when all was said and done, somehow it got misconstrued that I had shot him with the pellet gun.
How the fuck did that happen?
But check it out. They twisted the narrative somehow. But anyway, do you know I had law enforcement and a school counselor show up at my house, and they had the right of the state to take my son into a separate room and divide us and question both of us to see if our stories matched up, bro.
As a minor?
What you mean as a minor?
How old was he?
He was like in the 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, definitely a minor. Yes.
Yeah, they came into my home and separated because of what they thought it was.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because of what they thought it was.
Legally, they can't do that shit.
Legally, they came into the house and they separated us and questioned us and had them statements not lined up. I could have been facing jail time, bro. Or he could have been taken out of the home, bro.
I mean.
So ownership is not what you think it is, bro, and here in America.
Well, that's what
property was what a slave was. A slave was property.
I know, but
that's why I said that.
But that's what I'm saying. You gotta. I don't know if leniency makes this story a thing or. Okay, let's say too much leniency. Or I'm just saying in general. Too much leniency or too much structure, like too what you call it when you too harsh? What do you call it?
Oh, when you be abusive?
Not abusive, but like just
overbearing.
Yeah, just too much. Okay. So which one is worse, leniency or like too much protection?
But what I'm telling you is that the government determines that now. We as parents don't determine that anymore.
I know, but just think about it. I'm talking about in the beginning, like I'm scared to tell the police that my father is this.
No, that's what I'm saying. He never once said that I shot him, But
they just made the assumption.
They made the assumption because he wouldn't tell on his friends. I guess
So
he
then
wouldn't
it
give
must have been
them.
the parents who did it.
He wouldn't give them enough information to conclusively say who shot him with the pellet gun. And it didn't even break the skin. It just put a little red spot on the skin.
Just some sucker shit.
And
I know what it is.
But what I'm telling you is that by law, they were able to come into my home, separate me and my child, and interrogate both of us, and have them deemed that
I slapped.
I know what you said. You slapped who?
One of my daughters. And
Good.
the reason why I did it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
No. Every time she was told to stop screaming, yelling, being disrespectful.
Right. Yeah.
The third time, it was like, you're not getting this message. So to do something. So it's not a beat down. It's just one, and
You never
she
had to
falls
slap her
over the
again,
bed.
did you?
No, but I've never done so before.
But I'm saying.
Because I'm not that kind of guy. So, but anyway, I did this. So the cops were called.
Who called the police?
The mother. So, okay, wait a minute. It gets deeper, but I'm not going to mess with that part of it, but I'll get to the part that's relevant.
Can I tag her and
so
fuck her up?
Nah, I'm going to leave that alone.
You fuck.
So anyway,
can I say funky bitch about your baby?
you can do all.
You funky bitch. Go ahead.
Because that had nothing to do with me. It's all good. So
I just wanna
anyway,
make
it made
sure.
me feel good to hear it, but I'm going to leave it alone. So it's easy to say I heard it than I said it. So anyway, so I'm on the phone with the prosecutor's office. The woman doesn't know I'm on the phone because by this time the mother, wants to retract all this. She knows like I overreacted and blah blah blah. So the woman says to her, "Yeah, we're gonna make an example out of him. An example out of me? How you making an example out of me? You don't even know me. Right. And your only context right now of me. There were other things in the city that I was actually involved in. And I was a part of, I was on several committees in this city.
Okay.
And so I dealt with the mayor and the police chief and all that. But they didn't know that.
Good.
But I look like this. And
don't do that.
I did. And that's the place I was in. And because I slapped her.
You slapped
my daughter. They were going to put me in jail for 2 years for that. One slap. And it wasn't even a full slap.
It wasn't because you was black. You fucked up earlier, remember?
No, it was because I was black.
That's cat.
No, I'm going to give you more. No, it's
this
deeper.
nigga lying.
Oh, no, it gets deeper. Because I leave the house to take a walk. I'm on a block where there's only myself and my children who are not white.
Choose a prospect.
Yes. No. This is away from the city.
See, that's what
now
I'm saying.
we're in the affluent part of the city, so our home is like where most people would want to live.
Why not?
We got it.
What's
like
wrong
this.
with that?
But the white cat who just moves in down the street doesn't speak to me, and no matter who comes in, and it's not always African American, there's a lot of white people because it's a white city. This guy will never speak. So this one night I'm coming around, I just happen to leave out. He's sitting in his car and he sees me walking by. He calls the police and says, there's a man walking between the houses.
How you know he did that?
Because the police told me that he did.
They was like, oh, he called the police.
Yeah, he called. No, they said someone called. But I know who called because there's only one that
you don't know.
Yes, I
But
do.
you still got to fill out a report.
He was the only person that was
and he's
out
got to
there.
put his name on the report. So he would have found out it.
The guy who called.
So when
The
you call
person
the
who
police,
called
you have to give a report?
Yeah.
If you call, it says you 911. You got to. Man,
You can give an
when
anonymous
I call the police,
tip.
Give
Yes,
anonymous tips.
When I call the
but
police,
if you want to
I
prosecute
don't call
them,
police.
That's right. So
but if you call the police, you don't have to get no information, man.
if you want to prosecute them, you do.
Right, you do.
He don't want to prosecute shit.
If the state don't pick up the case or whatever, then you have to
So
put your
they
name
tried to
on
give me
the
2 years for
paperwork.
that.
2 years.
2 years.
Man, that's some
and
bullshit.
the craziest thing about it is
What?
I was never one to hit my children. That was not a big thing for me.
Right.
I had 10 children. And
10.
10. And out of all the 10, I'd only hit my children less than 10 times.
He hit 8 of his kids.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hey, let's break the numbers down.
Wait a minute. And
Let's get to the bare facts and shit. He was beating the shit out of them kids.
No, only 1, 2, 3 ever got hit.
Right.
And it was always just a one pop, and that was it.
It was the mama. The mama wouldn't shit. Every kid that you hit, I bet the mama wouldn't shit.
Oh, absolutely not. The mothers were decent, good people.
All the mamas that you have, all your baby mamas is good?
No, the last one.
I know.
And the first one.
I know that nigga. That nigga tried to pull it.
No. The last one and the first one. So, I'm not saying they're good because
I know
things that are done. But
what did bitch do?
We're not gonna get into that because this is about the child, the ability for a child to call the police. So get this. After that, my daughter actually said to me, because I wouldn't give her phone because she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. I'm taking the phone away.
Right.
She told me she was gonna tell the police officer that I was still at the house.
Sorry, I really can't say that now.
No, I was
that's a baby.
I was so beside myself, I had to remove myself.
You got to.
Because I might have wanted to hurt my daughter.
Why you just ain't choke her?
Right. If I choke my daughter, I wouldn't be here on the Red Pill show right now. So,
and I need people like him that have to fight his urge to fuck people up that fuck with him.
You know?
Because I'm tired of,
and she wouldn't have learned anything from that. She really wouldn't have. All she would have remembered is dad hit me. But that wasn't the point. The point is to teach you.
Exactly.
So no one ever has to do that.
But when you issue an ass whooping, you have to deliver a message. You can't just pop.
Right. There has to be a reason for it.
You can't just pop a motherfucker. You got to tell them in the middle of the pop.
In the middle of the beatdown. They have to learn. There has to be an understanding because the one thing that I found with children is when you teach a child, when you get them to understand why something is not good, why something is harmful to either them or others around them, you give them information. That information,
like what?
And then, what is not acceptable when you're dealing with other people. Right. Because it's not acceptable for me to come over to you. If I came over and just decided, I'm going to take your hat off my head and I'm going to put it on my head, and if you got something to say about it, I'm going to smack you around. You'd be like, man, really? Really? That's what you're doing?
But hold on.
You know what I mean?
Big bro, let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of y'all a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever did something for the first time and you was nervous about it? Like you was like, no, I'm talking about like, is it right or wrong? Not like because you've never
is it
done
right or wrong?
Yeah, like have you ever done something, but it was like you got nervous because you've never done it? Not saying it's just whatever.
Dave, you want to take this first?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out where he's going with the question so I can answer
Stop
it.
doing that. Just answer the question. This nigga always trying to figure shit out. That's my nigga.
Because everything gotta have context, bro.
It do got context. But I need you to answer the question before I tell you why, though. Because I can't, because then you're going to answer the question different.
So I'm trying to understand the question. So have you ever did something for the first time and you were nervous about it?
Yeah.
And then you added that idea of,
was it moral or immoral, or was it right or wrong?
No. I was just saying like,
that's what we trying to figure out.
Just look at it just like anything in life. Like don't put nothing on it. Just that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I've done things from the beginning.
Like what?
The very beginning. The first time when I was at LU,
Lincoln University?
Yes.
Shout out to them.
I was on the radio station there at KLUM. That's the call letters was KLUM. And so the very first time I got in front of a microphone, like I am right now, I'm there in the booth, and my job was to read the weather reports. And I'd go to the ticker and I would pull off the stories, and if there was a headline, maybe I could say that. But I looked at that microphone, and someone told me that KLUM goes out to 50,000 listeners.
You froze up, didn't you?
Why did he do that?
You got scared.
Well, it wasn't in a sense of scare. It wasn't fear like that.
Stage fright.
It was just. No, it was more the sense of the awe of this many people is about to hear my voice.
Start questioning yourself.
Yeah, because I've never done it before. How am I going to sound? How are they going to accept this? It was later on that I first heard my voice that I realized I have a soft voice. And so I've actually been asked or was asked to do voiceovers and said that I had this calming voice.
You do.
And
you got a very nice voice.
You see how sleepy red pill getting? How low is that?
What? I'm not.
He said I started talking and he started going.
I'm just saying your eyes are literally this far open.
Ain't nobody beady-eyed about this nigga.
So, Snid, you missed that.
No, my auntie back in the hospital.
I got to jet out too, y'all. I got to jet out too. So,
yeah.
Snid, I'm going to roll when you roll then.
I got to head back to my house and check on my little brother and shit.
Right, but I got to roll out.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, 5 minutes, goddammit. Y'all just gonna run off the show and shit.
So
like the baby's not yours. Like you just can't run off the fucking stage.
The baby's not yours. How we get on the baby? So anyway,
because you are not. Go ahead.
So that idea of I am going to affect that many people, and I did. I froze for a second, and I went ahead and went through with it. And when I listened to my voice, I could hear that I was nervous. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's just a microphone.
Right.
And just focus on the microphone and don't think about how many eyes are on me. And so now when I speak, it doesn't matter who's around. In fact, when me and Sneed met, I'm in the store talking to everybody in the store.
When the camera turn on,
I have no problem with that.
What is about it? What is about the camera? Why are you tripping?
Oh, the camera's no deal.
They're saying the 50,000 listeners.
When I was on the radio station, because I don't see them, they don't see me. I'm looking at this microphone, but 50,000 people are listening to me.
Ain't that
it's my first. Oh, it's wonderful. But it was the first time. So your question was, have you ever gotten nervous when you did something for the first time?
No, you're right. The first thing I'm going to say with 50,000 listeners is funky bitch.
But
it's cool though.
What's the point of the question? I'm curious as to
where it was going.
The context is, yeah.
I forgot the context. I forgot the context.
He's honest.
I did. I
gotta
forgot the context.
Gotta live with that. I love that. He's honest.
Because you said you was gonna have a question.
I did because I had the rebuttal ready set up.
And then he said 50,000.
I mean, if we were talking about being nervous, like one of my first time being nervous, I ain't gonna fake it, like just doing this whole podcast thing, like,
like,
I mean, hell yeah, bro. You asked Dave, bro. Dave got all the footage and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was like, God,
real.
I was like, hold up. I was like, what? But
that's real.
But but at the end of the day, and look, I'm a nervous nigga too. But what I'll tell y'all niggas is, do it. Just do it.
Like Nike.
Just fuck it.
Yeah.
You know how bitches have babies by strangers? You can use that as a reference. You can use that as a frame of reference. Just be.
That's what the point is.
What? They do that? So you telling me you can't get on a microphone and speak in front of thousands of people and this bitch would jeopardize her legacy with a stranger? And y'all say I'm wrong. See, this is what I'm saying.
I didn't say you was wrong.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm shutting this up. You know why? Because they ain't gonna care about me. Dave look at me like he
listening, bro.
Right. Because you know I'm right.
I'm just trying to make sense of it, bro.
You know it's right. They laughing because they know it's
He's
right.
not trying to make sense of it. I'm with Dave because I'm over here trying to find the logic. Until he dropped the B, the B-I-T to the C to the H. And then that was the purpose of it.
All I'm saying is,
You already know where it's going.
y'all know what it is.
You already know what's on the other side
Oh my
of that
gosh.
This nigga Dave always get mad,
Man.
man.
But it's been a blast, man. It has been a blast.
I know. I'm just talking to you.
I got a dip, but it's been a blast, bro.
Okay, all right,
I'm going to have to do this again. You know this, right?
Hey, you already, like I said, KDR.
Letting for punk.
MOS, we locked in.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
We will be back. We will be back. And we will be showing this off.
Sneed is a
You got to
crib.
get this.
Hell
You got
yeah.
to wear this.
You
You got
already
to
know.
show this.
You have to.
Everybody
Buy this
wants
shit,
to know about
man.
this.
Hey, we got shirts and we got
Everybody
hoodies,
wants to
man.
know about this. kindness, decency, respect.
Do that.
Hey man, we got
Imagine
gear.
if you had that every day.
Ain't nobody got that shit every day. They can't even pick
But
2 out of 3.
imagine if that's what you lived with every day. When you walked out your door, when you stepped out your whip.
Good luck.
Kindness, decency, respect is what you got. Oh, life. Think about it.
Well,
Yes. I
Those
dare
are
to
the 3
dream.
reasons why I would never vote for Trump. Bitch.
Oh no! Oh yeah! There you
Those
go.
are the main 3 reasons.
Damn,
That motherfucker's not kind, he's not decent, and he damn sure ain't respectful. Fuck him.
With a clothing up
Those are
supreme.
free.
A leader that's just following his dreams. I just bought a boat, and now I'm trying to stream. And I just bought some dope, trying to find a fiend. My shoulders where they lean, plotting scheme, nigga.
They praying hard that I fall, that it never work. Anything you see me with, I had to earn it first. Yeah, I had to grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks. They praying hard that I fall, that it never work. Anything you see me with, I had to earn it first. Yeah, I had to grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks.
Come and see how I do this so effortlessly. Step on suckers, then I go step on the key. It's 23, all I do is press start on the key. Shoot from the locker room, my nigga, I'm Curry from 3. All nets with smoker cars and small vets. When I was working the block, we gave our small tests. Pieces free just to get the clientele built.